Hey, how's it going everybody? My name is Fernando and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing well, and in today's video, we are going to be bringing it back to story mode, man. And basically, I will be showcasing 5 things from the single player that pretty much everybody missed out on. Now, you might seen 1 or 2 things that you probably knew, but my goal is to show you at least 1 brand new thing. So, don't give me no complications down below in the comment section or I'm gonna spank you. Make sure that you guys drop that fat blue thumbs up in today's video. It will be ever so much appreciated, and I will freaking love you if you went ahead and did that for me. Let's try to go ahead and reach today's crazy like goal in 420 blue thumbs up. And as well, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand spanking new. I will hate it if you missed out any of my brand new videos. With that being said, let's go on ahead and get things started up. Alrighty guys, so we are going to begin in the very first mission of the game. Basically what you do here is you play as Franklin and you gotta go ahead and repo the 2 vehicles right here with your boy Lamar. Now just about when you guys are about to hit the cutscene where you run away from the cops, you want to stop at this garage specifically. Don't proceed any further because again you will hit the cutscene. So on your left, you are going to see this money truck, and I have to say that I played this game for about 3 years, but I really didn't notice or paid attention to this whatsoever. But anywho, just like any normal GTA 5 player, when you see a money truck around the streets of Los Santos, you have the urge to blow it up for some cash. So that's exactly what we're gonna go ahead and do here. Now, you can't really do this legitly because you don't start off with sticky grenades, so of course we're doing this on the PC using some mods. So right here we're putting some sticky grenades on the back, we're gonna explode it, but unfortunately no cash comes out whatsoever, so that's kind of a sad thing. But when you guys go ahead and step back, you're going to notice that right under the car itself, you're going to notice that some of the gasoline is spilling out. So of course we're gonna go ahead and pull out a weapon and we're gonna shoot where the gasoline is spilling. So the vehicle will go ahead and get ignited with fire and the car itself is gonna go ahead and explode. Right here you guys are gonna notice that money is literally everywhere here, dude. Like look at this, look at all this freaking cash. And it's a very strange Easter egg because you can't really do this legitly, and this is something that has been recently found in the Grand Theft Auto community. So what exactly is the real reason behind this? It's very strange and this doesn't really make any sense, but of course this was something that a lot of people didn't really know about. If you guys go ahead and, use the chrome truck right here, this big old van, then you guys will notice that you can uncover very, very mysterious things in the game itself. The reflection on this doesn't really showcase what is really in front of us. It basically mirrors out something that doesn't really, we don't really see. It's really weird, man. So you guys are gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. So here we are all the way towards here, and we're going to be approaching this building with a big old yellow ball. And you guys pretty much seen this a million times if you played the game itself. But once we line up the truck itself to a good angle and we get out of the vehicle itself and we stare right at the reflection of the chrome van right here and compare it towards what we see right in front of us, we can see that there is a huge difference, man. Now, moving on forward towards the next thing is gonna be all the way towards here. Yep, the observatory is up next. And this one is another one that I found that was, again, very interesting. So, if we go ahead and line up our van towards this spot, you guys will go ahead and notice that there's gonna be a very small difference. So here you guys can see that this little pillar thingy majiggy, you can see that there is nothing on the little column itself. It's basically plain white, beautiful figure right there. We can see that. Now, when I go ahead and showcase it towards the reflection right there, you can see like a little black thing right there, like a little black square on it itself, which is like a little plate. And I don't see this on the legit thing right there. I don't see on the original one. So why is it that this little black square plate is on the reflection but not on the original thing? Another thing about the observatory is the fact that if you guys come here when the sun is about to set and you make your way towards the door, you will notice that you cannot really enter this place whatsoever. But what's kind of cool is the fact that if you come here at this specific time, the shutters of the door will open and there will be light. Who exactly opens the shutters and what's behind this door? I will never know, but right here I'm going to be changing the time from left to right, left and right, and you can see that the shutters will open and close, open and close, and open and close. Who exactly opens it? I'm not too sure. It's kind of strange actually. Alrighty people, so right here I brought out this van right there, and here's a very familiar vehicle that you guys probably seen some folks drive around the streets of Los Santos. You can see a shark ready to go ahead and eat something and all that cool stuff. It's a pretty nice artwork picture right there. But anywho, right there, the most important thing that a lot of people actually missed out on was a sunken UFO with the lights turned on. So that means somebody must be inside. Now, another cool thing is that if you make your way towards the back of the vehicle, we get to see only a picture of the UFO, of course, with the lights turned on. And right on the back of it, you get to see the same image with the same UFO. So knowing Rockstar, you know they like to go ahead and hide things that a lot of people actually missed out or didn't pay attention to. So yes people, there is actually a sunken UFO in the ocean of GTA 5. It's nothing new, a lot of people actually know about this, but what's interesting is how much the game was telling us how the lights inside of the UFO actually turn on, meaning there's something actually inside of there. Now unfortunately, when I came here a couple of times, I wasn't able to see any difference with the UFO whatsoever. It just remained pitch black. But when I was doing some research on this, I managed to see that somebody actually managed to see the lights of the UFO turn on. Right here you can see that he's underwater with a helicopter, so I guess he mounted that in. But the key thing is the UFO actually turns on. I'm not too sure exactly how you trigger it or what specific time of the day you're supposed to go to see this, but hopefully with some time we'll be able to go ahead and solve this. If you guys go all the way towards the graveyard right here, eventually you're gonna see yourself a little terrier just walking on by. Now it's kind of funny because the dog only spawns around here at a certain time. If you guys want to come here at noon, you should see him just walking around this little sidewalk right here. Just like the other animals you see just roaming around the streets of Los Santos, they're basically there just to make the world look more alive and for aesthetic reasons. But it looks like this dog serves a different purpose. Now if you guys go on ahead and just follow him towards his spot that he's going towards, he actually leads you towards a destination. And it's kind of funny because, you know, you follow other things around the map, they just keep going on a loop. But no, it looks like this dog actually is heading towards a certain spot that he really wants to showcase. So if you guys keep going and going and going, eventually he's just gonna go ahead and stop by one of the tombstones. And it's kind of interesting because you're kind of asking yourself, what is this supposed to mean right here? Well, it looks like the dog is coming here to pay some respect for the lost owner that he used to have. So it's kind of a sad event. You guys can see that the dog is just here sitting down, wagging his tail, and as well we can see that there is a bouquet of flowers. It's a very, very strange and sad event. Now, if we go ahead and try to read what's written on the tombstone, not much information is actually written on it. Right here, the only thing that we can actually see, it says, "In loving memory," and that's it. That's pretty much it. No owner name, nothing. That's just pretty much it. And right here, we're just pretty much left out in the loop wondering, what exactly does this all mean? Well, it looks like this actually has a story towards it. Now, Rockstar actually took some inspiration from a tale that happened long time ago, and I guess Rockstar has implemented into this game as a small little Easter egg. But the real story behind this is the dog is known as Bobby. Now, Bobby right here is a Skye Terrier who became known in the 19th century of Edinburgh for supposedly spending 14 years guarding the grave of his owner until he died himself on January 4, 1872. Now the story continues to be well known in Scotland through several books and films and all that type of stuff. He belonged to a person known as John Gray who worked for the Edinburgh City Police as a night watchman. Now, when John Gray died, he was buried at the graveyard. So when the dog found out, Bobby then became known locally spending the rest of his life sitting on his master's grave. Now, sometime later in 1867, there was a director of the Scottish Society of the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals who paid for Bobby's license and gave the dog a collar now in the Museum of Edinburgh. Now, a year later, after everybody started knowing about this event, there was a bunch of people who became very interested in the story, and they actually kind of respected the dog for doing this. So they built a statue of the dog himself, and everybody basically can go ahead and see it and admire the statue of the dog, devotion and, love towards its owner so freaking much. And it's kind of a very beautiful story. Now, how exactly this made its way over to GTA 5 is the fact that Rockstar North is the primary developer of all the Grand Theft Auto series. And where exactly is Rockstar North located at? Well, it's in Edinburgh, Scotland, which is the same exact place where the whole story actually happened at. And I guess since this place is literally right next to Rockstar's headquarters, they went ahead and introduced this Easter egg in GTA 5. So that pretty much does it for today's video, and I hope you guys learned something or two. If you did, make sure you support the video by dropping that blue thumbs up. You'll be ever so much appreciated, and as well, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand spanking new. I'll see you guys later, take it easy, and stay safe.